Hello, everyone. It's me, Anna. Today, I want to share a little about my daily life and my job. My day begins very early, long before the sun decides to wake up the city. At exactly 5:30 a.m., a soft, gentle melody starts to play from the small alarm clock on my bedside table. I chose this sound very carefully. I don't like loud, jarring noises in the morning. A gentle start to the day helps me feel calm and prepared for the busy hours ahead. The very first thing I do, even before my eyes are fully open, is stretch. I reach my arms high above my head, pointing my toes as far as they can go. I feel a gentle pull in my muscles, a wonderful feeling that says, "Good morning, body. It's time to begin a new day." After a few moments of enjoying this quiet stretch, I swing my legs over the side of the bed and place my feet on the cool wooden floor. The coolness feels refreshing and helps to wake me up completely. I walk over to my large window. My apartment is on the 4th floor, so I have a nice view of the quiet street below. I take the edge of the curtains in my hands and slowly pull them open. This is one of my favorite moments of the day. The sky is usually a beautiful mix of dark blue, purple, and a soft orange. Watching the first colors of the sunrise reminds me that every day is a new opportunity, a fresh start. It fills me with a sense of peace. This quiet time, all by myself, is so important. It's like charging a battery for my spirit. My next stop is the kitchen. I don't make coffee right away. Instead, I pour myself a large glass of cool water. I drink it slowly. I like to imagine the water waking up my body from the inside, preparing it for the day. It's a simple, healthy habit. For breakfast, I need something that will give me lots of energy for a long time. My job is very active, so a good breakfast is not a choice. It's a necessity. I usually make a warm bowl of oatmeal. I add some fresh berries, maybe some blueberries or strawberries, and a little bit of honey for sweetness. The warmth of the oatmeal is comforting, and the sweetness of the fruit makes me smile. As I eat, I sit at my small kitchen table and look out the window again. I don't rush. I eat slowly and mindfully. After breakfast, it's time to get ready for work. I put on my uniform. It's a simple blue scrub suit, always clean and ironed. Putting on my uniform feels like I am putting on my professional identity. It helps me transition from Anna at home to Anna the nurse. It reminds me of my responsibilities and the people who are counting on me. I check my bag to make sure I have everything: my stethoscope, a pen, a small notebook, and my hospital ID. Being organized is so important in my job. It helps everything run smoothly and safely. Before I leave, I take one last look around my quiet, peaceful apartment. I take a deep breath, hold it for a moment, and then slowly let it out. This small action helps me feel centered and ready. I am ready to go and help people. My walk to the hospital is short, only about 15 minutes. I enjoy this walk. I get to see the city slowly coming to life. The bakeries are opening, filling the air with the delicious smell of fresh bread. I see people walking their dogs or heading to their own jobs. We often exchange a friendly "good morning" smile. It connects me to my community. When I arrive at the hospital, I walk through the big automatic glass doors. The air inside always smells clean and sterile. It's a smell I associate with healing and care. My first stop is the locker room. I put my bag away and say hello to my colleagues, who are also starting their shift. We are a team, and our day always begins with friendly conversation. We ask about each other's evenings and share a quick laugh before we get serious. This sense of community is wonderful. It feels like having a second family. At 7 a.m. sharp, we have our morning briefing. This is perhaps the most important meeting of the day. The nurses from the night shift meet with my team, the day shift nurses. The head nurse leads the meeting. The night nurses tell us about each patient on our floor. They explain who slept well, who had a difficult night, who is feeling better, and who needs extra attention. I listen very, very carefully, and I write down important details in my small notebook. This process is called the handover. It's a serious responsibility. Good communication is critical for patient safety. We need to know everything that happened during the night to provide the best care during the day. During the briefing, I feel a great sense of focus. Everyone is listening intently. We ask questions to make sure we understand everything perfectly. This teamwork makes me feel confident. I know that I am not alone in caring for these patients. We support each other. After the briefing, I take a moment to look at my own patient list for the day. I might have 4 or 5 patients who are my direct responsibility. I read the notes again and make a simple plan in my head for the first few hours of my shift. Who do I need to see first? Who needs medication at a specific time? Who is scheduled for a test? This mental map of my morning helps me stay organized and efficient. The feeling of being prepared is very important to me. It allows me to walk onto the hospital floor feeling calm, capable, and ready to give my patients my full attention. My first task is usually the morning rounds. This is when I go to see each of my patients one by one. I want to show you what this is like. Let's visit one of my favorite patients, an elderly woman named Mrs. Davis. I walk to her room, number 402, and knock gently on the door before I enter. I never just walk in. A hospital room is a patient's temporary home, and I want to respect their privacy. I open the door slowly and peek inside with a warm smile. "Good morning, Mrs. Davis," I say in a cheerful voice. "It's Anna. How are you feeling this morning?" Mrs. Davis is sitting up in bed, reading a book. She looks up, and her face breaks into a lovely, kind smile. "Good morning, my dear Anna. I am feeling much better today, thank you." First, I need to do the medical checks. We call these checking the vitals. I explain what I am doing in a calm voice. "I'm just going to check your blood pressure and temperature, okay? Just to make sure everything is looking good." I gently wrap the blood pressure cuff around her arm. As it inflates, I talk to her about her book to distract her. The cuff gets tight for a moment, and some people find it uncomfortable. A little conversation makes the process easier. The numbers are good. Her blood pressure is stable. That's excellent news. Next, I use a small digital thermometer to check her temperature. It's normal. I write all these numbers down on her chart. But my job is much more than just numbers and medicine. The human connection is just as important, if not more so. After the medical checks are done, I don't just rush out of the room. I pull a chair closer to her bed. "So," I ask, "did you sleep well? And did you enjoy your breakfast?" She tells me she slept well, but the toast was a little dry. We laugh about it. Then I notice the water pitcher on her table is almost empty. "Let me get you some fresh, cold water," I say. I take the pitcher to the small sink in the room, fill it up, and place it on her bedside table next to a clean glass. I also notice her pillows have become a little flat. "Let me fluff your pillows for you," I offer. A comfortable queen needs her throne to be perfect. She chuckles as I plump up the pillows and arrange them behind her back. These are very small actions. They only take a minute, but they say, "I see you. I care about your comfort." I ask her about the photograph on her bedside table. It's a picture of her with 2 young children. Her eyes light up. "Those are my grandchildren, Leo and Mia," she says proudly. She tells me a funny story about them. I listen with genuine interest. For these 5 minutes, I am not just a nurse, and she is not just a patient. We are 2 people sharing a human moment. This, for me, is the heart of nursing. It is the part of my job that I love the most. Seeing her smile, knowing that our short conversation made her feel less like a patient and more like a person, fills me with incredible joy. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the best medicine is kindness. The mornings at the hospital are always a whirlwind of activity. I move from room to room, giving medications, changing dressings, helping patients walk, and talking to doctors. The hours fly by. Around 1 p.m., it's time for my lunch break. My body usually tells me it's time. My feet feel a little tired, and my stomach starts to rumble. Taking a real break is so important. If I don't rest and refuel, I won't have the physical or emotional energy to care for my patients in the afternoon. Many of my colleagues eat in the busy, noisy hospital cafeteria. It's a great place to socialize, but most days I prefer something different. I prefer quiet. I am lucky because our hospital has a small, hidden garden. It's a place not many people go. There are a few wooden benches, some lovely green bushes, and a beautiful old tree that provides a lot of shade. I take my lunch bag and walk out into the fresh air. I find my favorite bench under the tree and I sit down. I take a few deep breaths. I breathe in the fresh, clean air and breathe out the stress of the morning. It feels so good to be outside, to feel the sun on my skin and listen to the birds singing. It's a complete change of environment from the busy hospital floors. I open my lunchbox. I usually pack something simple and healthy from home. Today, it's a chicken sandwich on whole wheat bread, some carrot sticks, and a crisp red apple. I eat slowly. I try not to look at my phone or think about work. I just focus on my food and my surroundings. I pay attention to the taste of the sandwich, the crunch of the carrots, the sweetness of the apple. This is my time to recharge my batteries. I think of it like plugging my phone into a charger. This 30-minute break is my charger. It helps me clear my head and find my center again. Sometimes other nurses will join me in the garden and we will talk quietly. Other times, I am completely alone. I enjoy both. Today, I am alone and I appreciate the silence. I watch a little bird hopping on the grass. I look at the shape of the clouds in the sky. It is so peaceful. This small act of stepping away, of finding a quiet moment for myself in the middle of a demanding day, is another way I find joy in my routine. It proves that you don't need a long vacation to feel rested. Sometimes just 30 minutes of peace is enough. When my break is over, I feel refreshed, reset, and ready to face the afternoon with renewed energy and a positive attitude. The afternoon is often just as busy as the morning. There are more medications to give, more families to talk to, and more charts to update. As my shift comes to an end around 4:30 p.m., my focus shifts to ensuring a smooth transition for the evening nurse who will take over from me. The last hour of my shift is all about documentation. In nursing, there is a saying, if you didn't write it down, it didn't happen. Every medication I gave, every change in a patient's condition, every conversation with a doctor, it all must be carefully recorded in the patient's electronic chart. I sit at the nurse's station and type up my notes. I am very careful and detailed. I want the evening nurse to have a perfectly clear picture of the patient's day. It is a big responsibility, and I take it very seriously. Once my charting is complete, I do one final quick round to see my patients. I pop my head into Mrs. Davis's room. "I'm heading home now, Mrs. Davis," I say. "Nurse David will be taking care of you this evening. You are in very good hands. Have a restful night." She thanks me, and we say our goodbyes. These little goodbyes are important to me. They provide closure to our day together. Then it's time for the evening handover. It's just like the meeting we had in the morning, but now I am the one giving the report. I meet with David, the evening nurse, and I tell him everything he needs to know about our patients. I share the details from my notebook and the computer chart. He listens carefully and asks questions. We are a team, passing the responsibility of care from one person to the next, like a relay race. Finally, my work is done. I go back to the locker room, change out of my uniform, and put on my regular clothes. The feeling is one of relief and accomplishment. My body is tired, yes, my feet ache a little, but it's a good kind of tired. It's the feeling of having done something meaningful, something important. I walk out of the hospital doors and into the late afternoon air. My walk home is slower and more reflective than my walk to work in the morning. I think about the day. I think about the challenges and the successes. I think about the worried patient who I helped to feel calm. I think about the funny story Mrs. Davis told me. I made a connection. I helped people feel a little bit better. And that thought, that simple fact, makes me feel deeply fulfilled. So, that's a little piece of my day. It can be busy and sometimes hard, but it is always full of meaning. Finding joy isn't always about big, exciting events. For me, it's in the quiet start to my morning, the teamwork with my colleagues, a patient's smile, and a peaceful moment in the garden. These small things make my day beautiful. What is a small moment in your daily routine that brings you joy?
Great work today. Keep going. Every lesson helps you improve your English. I'm excited to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun lessons. Keep learning and see you again soon.